It's now recording. Okay, what is your name and what is your role within the company?
My name is jack1vid. I have multi-roles in my company. I'm a electrical engineer working in the safety certification, and I'm also pretty much the IT MIS guy at my place.
Okay, and what business is your company in?
We're a independent test lab. We do certifications for safety like UL type testing and CSA, PUV, that kind of testing, and also the EMC testing for both US and Europe.
Okay, let's try it again. What's the name of your business and what business is your company in?
The name of the business is Product Safety Engineering, and we're an independent test lab that we do certifications for safety and for missions and immunity for both US and Europe and safety worldwide.
What do you think is an advantage of having both management and IT knowledge?
The advantage to both is the fact that being able to know what to do with the IT knowledge gives me information about how to software and how to use it and the information that comes out. Management experience just gives you the idea of when to use it, how best to lie it down to the people who are working under me, or how to get information from the people working under me and know what it means and how it applies.
Okay. How do you think IT will affect business in the future?
IT is too ingrained in business these days to business cannot do without IT. When I started, businesses had very little computers, if anything. Usually, one of the first companies I worked for had a single mini computer that very few people even have access to information on it. These days, there's a desktop on everybody's desk. IT is just a very integral part of business, and it helps business move faster and make more money.
I guess this kind of goes into the previous question you kind of answered a little bit, but in your experience, have you seen IT evolve since you started working?
Yes, like I was saying, IT evolving since I started working. One of the first companies I worked for, they had one little mini computer which very slow. I mean, it didn't have a lot of access, and it was mainly being used for inventory control at the time. There was no accounting being done on it. There was no workflow being kept track of. We used a time tracking program to keep track of which jobs everyone's working for and who the billing goes to. Payroll nothing was done on the computer except inventory originally. Now everything we do is pretty much computerized, from the reports, the billing, when jobs are created, they're invoiced, there's a project created on a computer, it's tied into the billing to keep track of the billing hours. Project is created for the people working on it, know to put their hours that they're doing on it. Everything is computerized these days, and IT is all part of that.
Okay. Do you think MIS is easily replaceable by a computer science professional?
MIS and computer science professionals are a little different. A computer science professional doesn't really deal with the management skills, taking the information and trying to apply it down to get better performance, to get the company a better profit, more money, make it more efficient, better quality. That's more of a MIS position than a computer science professional, who is more responsible for the equipment, the software, keeping everything up to date, and developing new ways of doing things based on what is being told to be done. And MIS it seems to be more that it's more how you use the information rather than how you gather the information.
Okay. What do you think did I ask you what's the advantage of both management and IT knowledge?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, how do you think IT will affect businesses in the future? I asked you that, right?
Yes.
Okay, any experience have you seen IT evolve since you started working? We asked you that. Do you think MIS is easily replaceable by a computer science professional? We asked you that. Do you think there are fundamental businesses MIS bring to the table? you kind of answered that in your last question.
Okay.
How does MIS knowledge increase your has MIS knowledge increased your productivity, and if so, how?
Has it increased today?
And when you answer it, because they're not going to hear the questions, just like, you know.
Try to repeat the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So how has MIS knowledge helped increase my company productivity? Well, in some respects, like I say, certain applications, the way we use them, we have a time tracking application that keeps track of what time is being billed to each client. It's also been a useful tool in seeing where there's wasted time, where certain projects that were billed that were projected to be a certain amount of time are taking more time, and why, where the loss of the time is, or a way of sometimes even increasing and rebilling for extra work that was done that wasn't part of the original quote. And I can't think of any other ways it helps really, but it's hard to really quantify that.
Okay. What future technologies do you feel will change the way we do business, and how does MIS fit into this scheme?
What future technologies will affect how we do business? That is really a hard question to answer. It's hard to predict what future technologies are going to be there. I mean, couldn't predict the way the influx of desktop computers, couldn't employ it. Let's start that one again. I can't think of.
You can just tell me start over in this answer. You can say, well, you can say something like, future, I feel that certain technologies will change the way future. Maybe say, we can't really predict, or something like that. You can talk. So you can say, like, well, you can't really predict how future technologies will change the future, and you can kind of elaborate on that.
Right. So how will future technologies influence the way we do business? It's really a subject that I couldn't predict. I can't predict what new technologies are going to be there. I mean, right now we're seeing the desktop computers have changed the way business is done very much. Everything we do now is really done electronically. We do all our contacts by email, even within our company, which gives us a record of what's being done. But that's, this is past technology. Future technologies, if I could predict this, I'd probably be very rich. But I can't see how there will not be any new technology, that the way older technologies have come in and really drastically changed the way we've done business, and primarily for the better. It's just the way it should be, the way it's going to have to happen.
I think I have one, but it's not already. And how does MIS fit into the scheme with that, with how future technologies are going to predict change the future?
Well, MIS's role in how future technologies are going to change the company, how they use, is that MIS